you still want to come to Canada? Because apparently our whole abroad, our everyone's, I don't even know what's in break windows. Out of all the windows of people, like it's my own. All it's me, baby girl, like two like straight, like why is it me? Why is it me? You guys decided this is a love for me. Oh my god, like how am I gonna survive? Like, so basically I came to do my my tuberculosis test in Burnaby, because I think I need to give you guys the gist of how far things are away from this place. So basically I think we like have like about 6 cities on this mainland. We don't only have Vancouver, because I bet you guys don't know. Oh yeah, Vancouver. Yeah, Vancouver is like the popular place, but in like within the mainland we have Burnaby, we have Surrey, we have Lanley, we have Maple Brae, we have Abbotsford. Like I feel like we have a lot of places, and I feel like I will take you guys there. For the past few weeks I've been going through Surrey, Vancouver, Burnaby. I've been up and down like that. I think that's why my fuel is going down. So let me tell you guys what I came to do here. So that building at the back here, I came to do my TB test. So TB test, they requested it from work that I should do a TB test, like to check if you have any tuberculosis, blah, 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 your body and all like that. Let me show you guys my glass. So this is the current situation of this. So when my key is in my pocket, I can just open the door. So I'm just gonna take this out. I know. Then I'll just put this on the chair. Then I'll close the door. You guys can basically see the broken glass here. But we move. So now I'm actually gonna enter my car. So the thing is, I try not to put anything in the car anymore. Let me put. So the thing is, I try not to put anything in my car anymore. When I mean my document and everything is inside this backpack here. So I put everything in my backpack. So if I'm going out of the car, I just carry my backpack basically. It's not the best, but I think that's what I'm gonna manage with right now. So let me give you guys the update of where how the window is gonna get fixed. Let me give you guys the gist. So basically I called Hyundai yesterday, and when I called them, they told me like they don't have the glass available. I mean the window of my car, they don't have it available. It will take like few days for them to have it in Nanaimo, because that's where I got my car from. Then I called a glass repairer here, the guys that make that fix all this kind of windows and everything. I called him and he told me he was gonna call Hyundai. So he called Hyundai, he gave Hyundai the code and everything. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Hyundai said they're gonna give him a call today to come and collect the glass so he can fix it. So the guy told me I should just chill. He's gonna give me a call once they have it available. Then I can go fix my window finally. Okay. So basically, when the guy called me yesterday, I forgot to tell you guys, the guy asked if I had insurance. I told him I had insurance. He asked me how much is my deductible. I told him it's $300. So he said I won't be paying anything because I have $300 deductible, blah blah. I said yeah, that's fine. Apparently I was not even planning to pay anything. And my work people, because this happened at work, basically, I didn't even park the car in a maybe bad area or maybe a local area or something. It's more like a residential area, so I was not even thinking someone watch I want to break into the window. So I walked, because it was work I went to work when all this happened. So work said I should let them know whatever my insurance says, when it's fixed and everything. I should let them know. But right now they'll give me a garage. So basically when I get to work now, I park in the garage. I don't park on the street anymore. That's something, sure. So that's what they did for me. I can't wait for all this to be over, because if I'm driving out, the way breeze is blowing my brain, I'm tired. Like I can't do this anymore. I'm not signed up for this kind of lifestyle. Okay, I just want to go back to my kind of posh lifestyle. So finger crossed. I hope the guy calls me back today to come and fix it. I don't know, but if he doesn't call me back by 2 o'clock, I'm gonna give him a call to ask him what's up, because I need to get this fixed. And for the tuberculosis stuff, they took my blood again. I don't know. They didn't take my blood. They actually injected something to my skin. And they asked me if I've taken COVID vaccine in the past. Can I cook? That's necessary questions. And I'm like, nah. They see my grandma joke, you guys can't see her. So they said I should come back here on Thursday to see if the hands is swollen or not. And they were like, oh, in case it's itching me, I should just put cold stuff on it. They said, don't itch it too, because if you itch it, something's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen anyways, but I'm not gonna even try, because I don't even have strength again to go and be doing the experiment, because I know Allah is always doing. Let's see what's gonna happen. So apparently, so that's all the old gist I have for you guys. I think I have more gist for you guys, and I'm actually gonna be dropping them once in a while. But I like the lights and this. I think I'm gonna do more videos at this place, because I like the lights and this. School. Basket. Take it inside. Hey.
They be feeding us.
Hey.
Now that the fans just to be with us.
Come on.
Logo alenu ademoyo. Ajayo ri wa ko de kan yo.
Hey. I need to fix this. Please, why do you look like this? When you...
Like, why didn't you?
Why didn't I want? Please, why are you dressed like this, girl? What do you want to do? Ofe wale abi? What happened?
So what you go and bring my phone for me?
Is this for your work? Or
Yeah, just it's for work.
Oh, do they do it every 3 years or how often?
I think each employer asks for it.
Oh.
Once you wanna, yeah, each employer asks for it.
Because some have it like every 3 years that you can do it. Depends a lot on.
How often do people do it? Like 5 years?
later.
Yeah.
My hands are
Sometimes it's every 3
swollen.
for like RCMP.
Oh,
It's every 3.
okay. You guys know I feel about love so well.
Far away, wherever you are. Don't even think that I let you to suffer. Cause you are my angel, my lover. Then I'm screaming, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
You say?
Girl, I cannot do without you. Let me be the
gist before this traffic goes down. So basically, I already collected my TB paper. Where's my TB paper test? Eh? I can't find it. Okay, it's here. Oh god, I'm a mess. Oh my god. So they said I'm negative. I don't have tuberculosis. Okay. I think I put a clip of how the woman was just trying to explain, because my hand is pretty much swollen. I don't know if you guys can see. My hand is swollen. And they said this happens like when you collect the vaccine when you were small, basically. So it happens like that. So that's why my hand is a little bit swollen. And again, I scratch it, guys. So basically, you know when you wake up and you're just scratching your body. So I scratch it, then I remember they said I shouldn't scratch it. That will happen again. I think that's why it's swollen a little bit. But right now, I'm actually fine. It's chilled, you know. Yeah, I think I can start applying for Muslim. I can start giving them this for at work right now, because most times they don't allow you to start working until you have your tapeouts. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olati Adekombi and I'm back here with another video. So this video is gonna be basically about how I got a job, or what is necessary for you to get the kind of job I'm doing. I'm doing a social work. I'm actually a social worker, so I work with kids with autism and special kids, and most times they actually require you to do a TB test. From the previous video I did, you guys will notice like maybe I did a TB test, and you know, 2 days later they will tell you to come and check if everything is fine. So I went back today, and you know, they told me it's negative. Though I'm actually going to be putting a clip of what happened there, but it's actually very necessary. You actually expect you to like do a lot of tests when you're actually working with kids, because you know it's government kids and everything. They just want to make sure you're fine and you're in the right state of mind to work, basically. That's why they ask everybody to do this kind of test. So I guess I'm talking too fast. So guys, I'm actually going to get Wendy's. I'm actually very hungry. I'm going to get Wendy's, and that's on period. I'm very hungry. I need to get Wendy's, and that's on period. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you guys the requirements, what they need for you to be inside this kind of position, or be to get this job in Canada. So basically, you need a first aid. Most times, it's actually like a catchy thing to be on your resume. When you have a first aid on your resume, like you've done the level 1 first aid, is a very catchy thing when you want to be like a support worker in Canada. Support worker, social work, most of it are like all those kind of positions are already in the same field. Do you get what I'm saying? So most times, you need to get first aid. You need to get Naxolin, is it Naxocin or Naxocin something, Naxocin certificate or something. The kind of training sometimes companies teach you this, why sometimes they just expect you to have it already. But it's actually all these kind of things you need on your resume. You have to have had experience working with kids before, because you'll put it on your resume like, okay, you have experience working with kids, and because they'll ask you, where have you worked before? What was your experiences like? You know, what's going on? Traffic is mad. It's traffic, so that's why. Let me show you guys. So basically, I'm just gonna tell you guys maybe like few things that you need to do, like if you want to be making money in this support field in Canada. I know like the pay is actually not as much as what they pay in other countries like Australia and all, but what I do to make about, maybe like in case you want to make about 6K in a month, you know, first of all, it's actually gonna be a very good thing if you're a permanent resident, okay, because you can work as much as you can. And again, it's gonna be a good thing if it's during summer, because I feel summer you can work 40 hours per week, or you can even more than 40 hours. But what I will actually let you guys pay attention to is the fact that you should be ready to work if you want to start making that money in a month. Okay, so what I do is like I notice like once I'm a casual worker in a particular in a particular company, it actually helps because you'll be able to pick other shifts in other companies as well. Do you understand? And you won't be restricted to a particular client. This will actually help you to know how to, like, you know, this will help you to know how to, like, you know, handle other clients as well. Do you understand what I'm saying? And to give you flexibility, like, you don't have to stay with one client in a day. So I'm gonna give you guys the tea of what you guys. You're not a permanent resident and you're a student. Let me give you the tea basically. So you have to have a resume that shows that you've actually worked in this kind of field you've worked in this kind of field in Canada or somewhere else, and you should be ready to give them reference. What's going on? I should be able to give them reference that they can give a call to someone to confirm that you've worked in this field before. Okay, it can be like maybe you volunteered working in all this kind of field before or something. So these are good things that will be on your resume that will show that, okay, this person already have experience in this field. That's a one for you. Number two, your resume should have like first aid. I feel like first aid is like a clickbait for them basically. Once they see that you have first aid, they will know, okay, this person knows what they are doing, this person is ready to work and everything like that. Most times you will do all that tests after they've employed or before they employ, they will ask you to go and do that test. But this is like, but this is like the most important thing you should get. You feel me? So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below your favorite part of this video. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you still want to come to Canada? Because apparently our whole abroad, everyone's, I don't even know what's in break windows. Out of all the windows of people, like, it's my own. All out me, baby girl, like, two like straight, like, why is it me? Why is it me? You guys decided. This is a love for me. Oh my god, like, how am I gonna survive? Like, anyways, like, guys, don't forget to like the video, comment down below your favorite part of this video, and I'm gonna catch you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. Comment down below what videos you guys want to see.